How can you get your ex-girlfriend or your ex-wife back if she won't speak to you? You want to reach out to her, you want to discuss things and try to work things out, but she's not interested. So what should you do in a situation like that? Well, what I've found is that when a guy gives his woman about a week of space, he will usually find that she either contacts him or when he contacts her, she's more open to communicating with him. He can then talk to her on the phone, get her to meet up with him, attract her in person, and get the relationship back together. However, there are some situations where a guy doesn't hear from his ex after a week, or he contacts her after giving her a week of space and he still gets nothing. She either doesn't reply at all, or she replies in a cold way and tells him to go away. So if your ex-woman doesn't currently want to talk to you, it's best to give her a week of space. And the reason why is that it proves to her that you're not being needy and desperate and chasing her down. You are in control of your emotions. Giving her that week of space is more than enough in almost all situations. If you give your woman too much space, for example 30 or 60 days, what I've found is that the woman usually just moves on from the guy. So in your situation where your ex doesn't want to talk to you anymore, it's best to give her a week of space, but don't just give her a week of space and do nothing. What you need to do during those 7 days is ensure that you are improving your ability to attract her when you interact with her again. Don't wait 7 days and then interact with her using the same old approach to attraction that has been turning her off up until this point. For example, if a guy got dumped because there was no spark in the relationship anymore with his woman, he then gives her a week of space and contacts her in a neutral way. He contacts her asking something like, "Hey, how's it going? How's work? How's things?" or something like that. As a result, she doesn't feel a spark with him. It's not something that is going to make her feel attracted and excited and turned on by him. So when you do talk to her again, make sure that you are ready to make her feel a spark of attraction for you. Make sure that you are ready to cause her to feel sexually or romantically attracted to you so she actually has a reason to continue talking to you. To get an ex-woman back, you have to make sure that the feelings between you and her are mutual or close to mutual. It can't be about you trying to get her back because you love her so much and you care about her so much and you're so sincere about doing a better job this time around. To get her back after she's broken up with you, it has to be about making her feel attracted to you, making her feel like she wants to give the relationship another chance. So let's have a look at where guys go wrong when they finally get to speak to their ex, whether that's after 7 days, a couple of weeks, or a little bit more. Number 1, asking for a relationship before re-attracting her. As I just mentioned before, you have to make sure that the feelings are mutual or at least close to mutual. It's pretty obvious that you want to have a relationship with her again. She knows that. And if you are trying to get her back on the basis of getting the relationship back together and doing better this time, then she's almost certainly going to say no about that. You have to first re-attract her. You have to make her feel sexually and romantically attracted to you. So, say for example, a guy was very confident in the relationship in the beginning. However, over time he lost confidence in himself and his woman gained a lot of dominance and power in the relationship. She ended up having too much control over him and that turned her off. Then, when he catches up with her, they meet up and he goes to give her a hug and she gives him a bit of a side hug like that. She doesn't fully commit to the hug. Now, if he wants to create a spark of attraction inside of her, he needs to show her that he is the confident guy that she used to feel attracted to and love. So as he moves in to give her a hug when they meet up, if she gives him a bit of a side hug, he needs to say, "What's that? A side hug? Come here, give me a proper hug. Bring it in." And get her to give him a proper hug. He's showing her that he's confident, he's masculine, and he can take control of the situation. He's no longer the self-doubting guy that he became in the relationship. Is that going to get her back right then and there? Well, not in most cases. He's going to probably need to prove himself a little bit more. So when he's talking to her throughout the interaction, he's going to need to create more sparks of attraction. He's going to need to get her laughing and smiling and showing her again and again throughout the interaction that he is the confident guy, the masculine guy that she used to like. He's no longer the self-doubting, insecure guy that he became in the relationship. So with number 1 here, asking for a relationship before re-attracting her. So many guys mess this up. A guy finally interacts with his ex, whether that is via text, on a phone call, in person, or via social media, and he immediately starts trying to get the relationship back together. He tries to work things out, and her guard goes up. The reason why is that to get an ex-woman back, you have to make the feelings mutual, or at least close to mutual, first, rather than trying to get the relationship back together first. Right? You have to give her a reason why she would want to get back with you, and that reason is her feelings. If she is feeling sexually and romantically attracted to you and is feeling sparks of love, it's only natural that she's going to want to open up to the relationship and give you another chance. So another way that guys mess up when they finally get to speak to their ex is asking her to tell him what she wants him to change. A woman doesn't want to be a guy's teacher in life about how to be a man. What a woman fears is that if she is in a situation where she has to teach a guy how to be the type of man that she wants, then she's going to need to keep doing that throughout the rest of her life. It's going to be more like a teacher-student or mother-son type of relationship, rather than a relationship between a man and a woman where there is a clear difference between the masculine and feminine energy. The man is clearly the man and the woman is clearly the woman. So where guys mess up is in finally getting to talk to their ex again and either subtly or very directly asking her what she wants him to change. He's essentially saying, hey, tell me what you want and I'll do it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm serious. I love you. You mean the world to me. I'm willing to do anything. Although the guy is a good guy and he has good intentions, it's just not the right approach to use if you want to get your ex-woman back. Number 3, letting her be the dominant one in a conversation. A woman will often test her ex-guy with this type of approach to conversation. She will seem irritable. She will seem like she's feeling annoyed and doesn't have the patience to be talking to him. She wants to see whether or not he is going to crumble under that type of pressure. Can he handle it? Is he going to lose control of his emotions? Is he going to doubt himself and feel like she is too good for him and he can't get her back and the whole situation is out of his control? Is he going to start sucking up to her and trying to be really nice to hopefully not annoy her? Right? So this is a test that women put men through to see how confident a man really is, how in control of his emotions a man really is. If you understand how a woman's attraction for a man works, you will know that a man's confidence is extremely important to a woman. It is absolutely essential to her ability to feel sexually and romantically attracted to him. If a guy can't handle her pressure, then she feels stronger than him, and as a result, she feels turned off. Finally, another area where guys go wrong when they finally get to speak to their ex is hoping to get her back just via text. Texting is a very common form of communication these days, and it's very important for some people. Some people really rely on it. However, when you're trying to get an ex-woman back, you should not rely on text as your main method to get her back. One of the reasons why is that it's very easy for a woman to play hard to get via text. She can start being a little bit bitchy, a little bit cold, distant, not replying to your texts, pretending to not understand what you're saying and trying to get you to explain yourself to see how desperate you are to impress her, and so on. Right? There's so many games that can be played via text when a woman is testing her ex-guy. So it's okay to use text, but what I recommend is that you get past text and you get to either a phone call or an in-person interaction. When you're talking to her on the phone or in person, it's much easier and quicker to make her feel attracted to your confidence, humor, charisma, emotional masculinity, and so on. She can experience those traits much more easily, and as a result, you make her feel more attraction quicker and easier. So if you're currently in a situation where your ex won't talk to you, I recommend that you give her a week of space and see what happens. Don't wait longer than that though. So many guys mess up where they don't hear from their ex after a week and then decide to give her another week and another week and another week. Eventually the guy finds out that she has moved on and she's happy with someone else. So what you need to do is give her a week of space, but during that week, make sure that you are improving your ability to attract her. So when you do interact with her again, you are actually going to make her feel a spark of attraction for you. You're going to make her start to feel drawn to you and open up to you and want to give the relationship another chance. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you'd like to learn more, I recommend that you watch my program, Get Your Ex Back Super System. When you watch the program, you will learn exactly what to say and do to make her want to talk to you again, want to interact with you in person, feel attracted to you, and give the relationship another chance. She will end up feeling as though she wants the relationship more than you do, which then puts you in the position of power. You decide to give her another chance with you. One final point that I want to make for you in this video is that just because your ex won't speak to you today, it doesn't mean that she won't speak to you in a few days, in a week, or in a couple of weeks for extreme situations. I've been helping new men get women back for many years now, and I've heard about all the types of situations that guys find themselves in. Every guy's situation is different, but what each guy needs to understand is that emotions aren't set in stone. Emotions change. She might be angry at you at the moment, she might be annoyed, she might be completely turned off, and she might be feeling as though she never wants to talk to you again. However, that can change. There are ways to speed up the process, which I teach in my program. There are subtle techniques that you can use, or you can give it a bit of time. You can give her a week of space and see if she contacts you, and if she doesn't, you can contact her and make her feel attracted when you text her, when you get her on the phone, when you see her in person, and you can then hook up with her and get the relationship back together. So don't lose hope if your ex currently doesn't want to talk to you. You can either turn it around by using techniques and being active about it, or you can give her some space and then contact her and see how you go. But you are going to be able to talk to her again. It's not the end of the world. She's not going to never talk to you again. You can interact with her again. You can make her feel attracted. And if you do, she's going to drop her guard and open up to you. From there, you can build on her new feelings for you and make her feel attracted to you in new and exciting ways. When she's feeling attracted and she's feeling in love, she's going to want to speak to you, right? It's going to be in her best interest to see you again and explore her new feelings for you.